In this video, we're going to review some of the terms that you use in geometry. The first term is the vertex. The vertex is a point where two lines meet. Many shapes have many points where lines meet, and so when you're talking about more than one vertex, it's called the vertices. So this square has 4 vertices, so 4 places where two lines meet. The edge of a figure joins one vertex with another. So if you remember what the vertex is a point where two lines meet. So this is one vertex and this is a vertex, and the edge joins 2 of those together. A diagonal is a straight line that connects 2 non-adjacent angles or vertices. Now, if you remember what adjacent means, is right next to each other. So this point here and this point here would be adjacent. So they want to connect 2 non-adjacent angles or vertices. So ones that are not right next to each other would be this way, and this way are our diagonals. The face of a figure, this we really talk about when we're using 3-dimensional figures. When you name quadrilaterals, it's important that you name them by the letters of their vertices in consecutive order. So remember, consecutive is next to each other. So this is quadrilateral ABCD, and if you notice, it goes in consecutive order, A, B, C, D. You should be able to trace it in the order and not cut across the figure. I can also call this figure quadrilateral ADCB. It doesn't matter which order you go in as long as it's in consecutive order. Also notice that I have quadrilateral. You need to get in the habit of putting the name of the quadrilateral or the shape before the letters. There are many symbols we use to label quadrilaterals. And this line that looks like it's slanted means that this line and this line and this line and this line, they're all congruent. And the definition of congruent is the same size and shape. So if I measured this line and this line, they would equal the exact same length. If I had a rectangle that only had 2 pairs, or had 2 pairs of congruent sides, they're not all congruent, I would note that the same way. So I would say one line and one line would show me that this top side and the bottom side, those are congruent. But now I need to show that the sides are congruent as well. So I'm going to draw 2 lines, 2 slanted lines, to show that this side and this side match, those are congruent, and this one match, those are congruent. So 1 and 1, 2 and 2. To show parallel lines, which are 2 lines on a plane that never meet, you can use these little arrows. And again, just like with the rectangle on the previous page with congruent, I'm showing here that there are 2 sets of parallel lines. So the single triangle here and the single triangle here, they match up, showing that this line is parallel to this line. Here I have 2 triangles, which show that this line is parallel to this line, which also has 2 triangles. The last symbol we're going to cover for right now is that of a right angle. And a right angle is a little square, half of a square like this. And that goes in all the angles that equal 90 degrees. So you have 2 problems to do on your own. I'd like you to label and name the following quadrilaterals. Now keep in mind, naming them is by the letters that are on the vertices, but also labeling any congruent sides, parallel lines, right angles, all the symbols that we just went over.